It was another turbulent day for America's new policy toward Ukraine. The U.S. and Ukrainian National Security Advisor spoke, and both sides said talks are moving in a, quote, positive direction to secure a minerals deal and accelerate peace talks with Russia. But U.S. officials also confirmed the U.S. has paused intelligence sharing with Ukraine, which it has relied on in the battlefield. Nick Schifrin joins us now with the latest. So, Nick, what has the U.S. paused and how important is it?
Senior U.S. officials today confirmed that as part of the overall pause ordered by President Trump that includes military aid, all intelligence and information sharing will be paused. And that was confirmed this morning on Fox Business by CIA Director John Ratcliffe.
President Trump had a real question about whether President Zelensky was committed to the peace process. And he said, let's pause. And so I think on the military front and the intelligence front, the pause that allowed that to happen, I think, will go away. And I think we'll work shoulder to shoulder with Ukraine, as we have, to push back on the aggression that's there.
Now, the U.S. provides both offensive and defensive intelligence information to Ukraine. Let's talk about the defense first. The U.S. gives Ukraine radar and situational awareness of Russian launches inside of Russia and Belarus. Think Russian jets with bombs that hit Ukraine, Russian drones, Russian missiles. A U.S. official and a congressional official understand to me that this kind of, quote, imminent force protection will be exempted. And that means that the air defense cooperation, the air alert system cooperation will continue in Ukraine. Here's the offensive, though. Two congressional officials and a military official confirmed to me that the U.S. has paused assistance that allows Ukrainian strikes into Russia. Offensive strikes will be more precise. Ukraine can already launch these strikes by themselves into Russia, but without U.S. assistance, they will be much less precise. Now, the U.S. also provides targeted assistance to Ukrainian soldiers on the front lines inside of Ukraine. It is not clear if that assistance is being affected so far, Jeff. But bottom line, a U.S. official tells me that depending on the extent of this pause, quote, it will cost Ukrainian lives, unquote. There's also a strategic effect. European officials continue to tell me they feel that there is a genuine transatlantic break. And the most recent evidence of that came today. French President Emmanuel Macron said something that he really hasn't said publicly before, that he will consider using French nuclear weapons to replace the protection of U.S. nuclear weapons that the U.S. has provided for the last few decades. And he said this about a European plan for Ukraine.
This is a plan for a solid, lasting, verifiable peace. I would like to believe that the United States will stay by our side, but we have to be ready if this isn't the case.
That is a pretty fundamental but from America's oldest ally.
Yeah, indeed. Separately, Nick, what did the U.S. announce today on how it's aiming to negotiate Mideast peace?
For the first time in known memory, the United States is negotiating directly with a foreign terrorist organization. The White House announced that Adam Boehler, who is currently a senior State Department advisor, he is nominated to be the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, is negotiating directly with Hamas. Those talks could cover a ceasefire. They could also cover the future of Gaza should the war end formally. But tonight, President Trump met with hostage families, and he delivered what he called a final warning for Hamas. Quote, Shalom Hamas means hello and goodbye. You can choose. Release all of the hostages now, not later, and immediately return all of the dead bodies of the people you murdered, or it is over for you. There has been no response, Jeff, yet from Hamas to that.
More to come on that front. Nick Schifrin, thanks to you as always.
Thank you.